Hello everybody, Cowboys and Bikes here, and welcome to probably, I don't really know what to call this kind of a video. I'm just going to call it a reaction video. It's probably going to be the only one I do, because I don't really like stealing content from other people. It's just not the right thing to do, if you know what I'm saying. I'm doing hand gestures even though I don't have my camera on. At least I don't think I do. Well, I suppose I'll find out later if I do, but the idea is that I don't have it on. Anyways, this is close to 10 minutes. It's a 9 minute and 47 second video. It's a Best Motoring official video. I think it's Japanese. I could be wrong. I subscribed to this channel not too long ago, so I was thinking, like, you know what, the videos on here are actually kind of interesting. I kind of like watching them. So I thought, like, you know what, I'll react to a video I haven't seen yet. This video is, at least as far as I'm aware, it was at least recorded in 2001, and it involves naturally aspirated cars racing each other. Naturally aspirated is referring to engines that are naturally powered, like no turbochargers, superchargers, just raw power coming straight from the engine, if that makes sense. And what also shows in the description, I don't know if you can see my mouse, at least I can, it says here 10,000 RPM, revolutions per minute. That's really fast. Not so much for a motorbike, but like for a car. Usually the cars are going around like maybe 7,000, 8,000. On rare occasions, maybe 9,000, like the Honda S2000. 10,000. You know you got a really fast engine. Really powerful. When I say really powerful, it's really high. It makes the power in the high revs. That's the main point, having a high revving engine. Anyways, it's a battle. Let's get to it. I don't really want to bore you guys too much. I probably already have. But anyways, let's get into it. I'll just talk over the video sometimes. We'll just find out what we do. Hopefully no ads play. If they do, I'll probably just have to cut that out. Right, let's get to it. Okay, I'm sorry to do this already. I'm pretty sure VTEC stands for Variable Timing Electronic Computer, something like that. I don't really have much of an explanation for what it is, but I know Hondas, they use VTEC, and as far as I'm aware, it allows the engine to like rev harder, rev faster, because of the VTEC. I don't really understand how it works though. Anyways, oh, you see that Honda S2000? I really like that one. Yeah, totally. If I was there, I'd want to be in the S2000. That one would definitely be my favorite. Okay. So we got 6 cars. I think get a good look at what the cars are. Alright, so I think... yeah, I don't know what the car is on the left here. I don't know what that is. That one kind of looks like maybe like a Honda Civic, Honda CRX. This one's definitely S2000. If I, like I said, if I was driving here, that would be my car. This one looks kind of like maybe like one of those Toyota Altezza RS200s maybe. Maybe Lexus IS350, I'm not really sure. The one in the back here on the left looks like, I think now it's in like an EK9 Civic. And back on the right here, it's supposed to depend on the perspective. From my view, it's the right, but others it might be the left. It's the NSX. NSXs are cool, but totally I'd like the S2000. That's my thing. My car, totally. I think it's like one of those Spoon Sport S2000s. Anyways. 担当の山地選手ともども恵比寿は初走行。
なんでこんな高級車の中にシティがいるのか僕も不思議です。謎です。コースも車も。
600. Jesus Christ. I'll admit I don't really know what most of this information means, but 630 kilograms for a car is extremely light. I don't know how much it is in pounds, but usually once your car gets around 1,000 kilograms, you know you have a really light car. Yeah, okay, I was right. That one is a CRX. Okay, I'm gonna take a slight pause. I want to make sure that I'm actually recording. 720 kilograms, that's also really light. Alright, so made sure that I'm recording. I am, and I can hear myself, so we're good to keep going. But like I said, 720 kilograms, that's really light. These cars are gonna be flying really fast.
The Fantastic Four
First steps.
is now streaming on Disney Plus.
Alright, I just had to watch an ad there. Anyways. Alright, I was correct. It is Spoon. Spoon Sports.
これは VTEC でもちゃんとレギュレーションのある、N1 仕様になっておりますので、
Okay, 1,040 kilograms. That's pretty good for an S2000. It's really difficult to get the car later than that. Alright, I was right. Toyota Altezza.
チューニングカーに負けないようにこうレーシングカーの良さを出したいと思います。
1070. Okay. Sorry, I don't really have much commentary to give on this. I don't know what they're saying. But even if I did, it doesn't really make a difference.
前回の NA 戦で抜群の速さを見せたチューニングマシン、今回は 2.1 リッター仕様で挑んできた。
ジュンさんの走り速いんですけど頑張ります。どうでしょう。
Alright, the EK9's 950 kilograms. Cool.
最高機
And
スタートは
then the last one's the
ド
NSX.
派手な外観とは裏腹にチューニングレベルは最も少ないストリートマシン。しかし VTEC 最高峰の340馬力だ。
So definitely the NSX has the largest engine, 3.2 liters. It's also the heaviest, 1,270 kilograms. For an NSX, you know that weight's actually not too bad. It's pretty good. However, I think it was like the GT500 cars, like the JGTC cars, if you know what I'm talking about. I think they, at least for the NSXs, they were weighing around maybe like 1,150 kilograms. But I suppose that's kind of unrealistic to compare it to this car, the Esprit NSX. Only because like one's a race car, this one I think is supposed to be like a tuner car. I might be wrong. Moving on. Alright, so I'm not sure what track this is. More pausing, sorry about that. The track that I'm used to seeing them on is I think it's called like Scuba Circuit. I think that's a pretty nice track, like if you want to get some quick racing in, pretty good. But I suppose other tracks I've seen them on, Suzuka Circuit, I've definitely seen Suzuka. And I'm not sure about Fuji Circuit, I'm not sure about that one. But I have seen Suzuka, yeah. Alright, so no, I don't recognize this track. Yeah, the NSX is really fast. Right. Alright, so obviously I don't really need to enlighten you on anything. Get the S2000, my favorite cars in front. CRX, I don't know what that car, the red car is, but then you got NSX, Altezza, then EK9 Civic. I suppose, maybe this is a fun fact, not sure. The Spoon S2000 that's in front, although is a little bit different than the one that's in Gran Turismo. I'm referring to like Gran Turismo 3 to like Gran Turismo 6. It's basically like, it looks really close to like the appearance of the one in Gran Turismo, so I think that's the main reason I feel fond of it. I like the color scheme of it. Oh, sorry, City. I think that's a Honda City then. Okay. The cities are actually kind of cool. We don't get those here in North America, which is kind of unfortunate. Oh, jeez. That CRX is fast. Alright, looks like the NSX is past the S2000. Not a big fan of it, but, you know, there's obviously a power difference. Alright, so the CRX, I wouldn't be surprised if the CRX ends up winning. It's really going fast. NSX is doing about as good as it should do. Honestly, I'm surprised it's not doing any better. But the S2000, you know, because it's my favorite car, I'm a little disappointed that it's not winning. Okay, I don't know what's going on there, but I'm assuming that's the EK9 Civic. It might be having transmission problems. It seems it's having trouble shifting. And they showed some message on the screen there. Maybe the transmission blew up, not sure. Blew up is probably out of proportion, but you know, I don't know what's going on necessarily. Alright, seems the S2000 and the Altezza are having a good race, along with the CRX and the NSX. Alright, cool. Alright, let's skip ahead a little bit. I don't want to show off this whole video, because I don't really want people to think like, yeah, you're just cheating. Oh, another ad. Now let's show this one in the video. Oh, we don't want to miss out on Walmart special deals.
Welcome to the 100-degree sweat test.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show this one too. I'm not even gonna skip this one. I'll just have my cursor here just to make you think that I am gonna skip it, but no, I'm not.
Provides 3 times sweat protection.
Wow.
Fight sweat better with Secret Clinical.
You know, girls, he should actually be using that. Moving on. So who's gonna win the race? Alright, looks like the CRX won, alright? Those are the lap times to focus on. So the CRX, at least as far as I'm aware, it has the fastest lap time, 102.626, or just 102.6. NSX right behind it, just basically 100th of a millisecond slower. Basically no difference, but over an endurance run, obviously that would make a difference. But in this scenario, basically the exact same. S2000 came in third. You probably can't even hear that, or maybe you can. Yeah, that's the car I was hoping would do good. So, oh, so these are the laps. So, the S2000, it got its best lap on lap 5, right? Then the car behind that, I know that one's the Altezza. Well, at least I'm assuming the Altezza came in 4th. Then after that, you got the Honda City somewhere, and I'm assuming it's the EK9 in last. Alright, now we gotta do some talking. Alright, so I suppose, I don't know if I should be showing this part of the video. They're just gonna be doing some talking throughout the rest of it. I think, you know what, they had fun. Probably not like the best race that I've seen, but, you know, I thought it was alright. I want to know what you guys think in the comments. What car was your favorite in this video? Let me know. If you want to see any more reaction videos. You probably don't, because let's be honest, reaction videos are probably the most lazy thing you can do. I'm only doing it something like, you know, I wouldn't mind reacting to at least one of these videos. Anyways, this is the end of the episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, like the button, hit the like button. I would totally suggest watching this video, like if you want to watch it without anything about me talking, you know, if you get what I'm saying. This guy got Scruffy Bob 42088. It's like 720 kilograms for that CRX. Wow, that's lighter than current Formula 1 cars. I wouldn't know if that's true, but, you know, it might be possible. CRXs are lighter than Formula 1 cars as long as they're being tuned properly and they have a lot of weight reduction. Alright, see you guys in the next video. It'll probably be a Pokemon video, because, yeah, you know, that's basically all I uploaded. Yeah, so look forward to that, and see ya! Goodbye! Goodbye! Good job.